I am the lore master, and I shall regale you with truths both luminous and dark of the mystical, the arcane, and the very forces of life and death. But before you can wield such powers, you must first understand what it takes to delve into magic. Magic is at its heart a scholarly pursuit, a discipline of the mind, the will, and the soul. Mages, of course, are the most adept, trained from the ground up to shape the arcane into tools, weapons, and wonders. Yet not all who cast spells are mages. There are those we call wizardlings, dabblers, really. Individuals who reach into the arcane at far greater cost to themselves. Magic comes to them reluctantly, and it demands more. Beyond the mages we find adepts and spell swords, those who blend the arcane with stealth or steel. They pay more for their spells than a true mage, but far less than the uninitiated. Then there are rogues and artisans. They can learn to touch the arcane, but they must sacrifice much time, energy, focus, all to gain even a glimmer of magical talent. Some find utility in tricks of inscription or alchemical infusion, but full spellcasting is rare, and at the far end, fighters and scouts. For them, magic is a mountain of fire. The cost is overbearing. Those few who take up the Wizardlings path rarely rise above the most basic of spells or magical techniques. Now, once you've chosen your path, once you've committed to studying the arcane sphere, you begin a long and demanding journey. You'll need knowledge, discipline, and the ability to read the language of magic. This is paramount for casters of the 4 elemental spheres, and especially the time-warping chronomancer. For life mages and the dreaded necromancers, your path is different. Your power comes from the study of healing arts. Not all magic is fire and fury, some of it is mercy. Some of it is hope. Magic must be structured, ordered. Within your mind, you will construct a spell pyramid, a mental framework where your spell casting is organized by power and complexity. Each spell takes up a portion of your memory, what we call a spell slot. Spells are memorized from a spell book, and yes, they can be changed daily or with certain talents. But your slots, those must be trained through your experiences, earned through questing and study. The pyramid structure is precise. To gain a spell slot at a certain level, you must have 2 at the level below. You may never have more than a 2-slot gap between levels. Once you have 4 slots at a level, you only need an equal number at the level below. No level may have more slots than the one beneath it, and there is no cap to how many slots you may have, so long as the pyramid is maintained. Power without order is ruin. If your pyramid crumbles, so does your mind. But what can you do with a spell slot after you've constructed your pyramid? Let us speak now of it, the cornerstone of any true caster's power. When you've trained a spell slot, say of the 1st degree, you've carved out a portion of your mind capable of holding a spell of that level. Think of it like a lantern holding a specific flame. You choose the spell from your spell book, memorize it, and it fills the slot until you use it. In the heat of battle, or during a mental challenge, a test of will, focus, or knowledge, you may expend that slot to cast the memorized spell. Once you do, that spell is gone. The energy is released and the slot goes dark. You may not use that slot again until you have taken a full rest, usually a night's sleep, or another extended period of recovery and meditation. So use them wisely. Each slot is a precious blade of potential, 1 swing, 1 spell, and then it's gone until dawn. Magic is a lifetime study. It is light in the dark, a sword against the unknown, but it is not forgiving. Misstep, and it will consume you faster than any beast or blade. Now then, go and study your sphere. Choose your path, learn your limits. We will speak of rituals another day. That is a lesson in power, sacrifice, and consequences.